Welcome to UltimateMarBro's. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of UltimateMarBro's. I'm your host, UltimateMar, and today we're playing Ratchet and Clank Up Your Arsenal. Now, if I remember, this controller dies so quickly when you don't use it for like 10 seconds, it turns off. I don't understand why. Wait, let me see something. I don't know what Captain Cord jumped off of, it certainly wasn't anything. Okay, this level I've always had trouble getting all of these stupid cork metal things. I've never gotten them all on the first try. Anyways, I don't think there's anything over there. On the last episode I was talking about That sucked. I was talking about a manga and a book called Solo Leveling, and I was briefly talked about the main character's history and family. And so I'm just going to continue off from where I was on that.
Things work again. Oh, I remember. Just press up or down.
Wait, can I go down here? Ah. I'm going to die, aren't I? Hey, I just had to check. Plus, any time to make Captain Quark suffer even a little bit more, good enough for me. Because, as I've always said, I hate Captain Quark. Anyways, continuing on with Solo Leveling and the story about the main character. He's known as the weakest hunter in the world. If he wasn't an evolved hunter and was just an ordinary human, it'd be fine. But being that he is an evolved hunter with no special abilities, no special talents, the only thing he has is a strong will to live, it really doesn't help him in hunting and fighting monsters. And he can never go and find stronger dungeons to hunt in because he's just not strong enough. And so he enters in a dungeon and finds out that it's actually what is known as a double dungeon. And what that means is it's got a secret hidden boss outside of the original boss that's there. And he and the people who he's with, for lack of a better word, find it and they make a decision whether or not to go in it. And he's the deciding vote if they go in or not. Half them say yes, half them say no. And he's just like, I need the money. I need to take care of my family. I don't have a choice. I gotta go. And it's that mentality that I really do respect. And so while they're down there, they realize that they are under, like they are super under prepared to deal with the monsters here. They are way too weak. And almost everybody dies. In fact, the only reason anybody survives is because he figures out everything that's going on. He figures out the rules, the tricks, the way to survive. And he loses a leg for it. Of course, he's going to get it back. He's the main character. But that's besides the point. He doesn't know that, and we don't know that. And everybody is just listening to him because he's the only one who can figure out what's happening. Even though he is technically the weakest, they realize that he has the strongest desire to live out of everybody because he understands what can go wrong with everything and he knows how to survive. And in the end, he does survive, but most people die. He is no longer human, you jackass. I hate Quark. And so, at the end, like 4 people survive. Did he jump into his own attack? Why did Quark look so small for some reason? Anyways, after he survives, he wakes up in a hospital realizing that, for some reason, he could see his own statuses that nobody else can see. Whoa. Come on, damn it. Where is that last 10? And he's thought of as being someone who is a reawakener? Someone who reawakened after being an awakener. Self-explanatory, I guess. Stay away. I'm just gonna use all my ammunition now. Okay, I won. Yeah, I missed a 10 somewhere. I don't know where.
Quark! I'll get you for this.
Sorry, what's that, Stumpy?
This isn't over, Quark.
Quark, why would you mock your enemy like that?
Someday to destroy you and bring Metropolis to its knees.
Just a word of advice, Nefarious. Quit while you're ahead.
And so Quark believed that the threat posed to the galaxy had been ended forever. What? Seems the script is missing a few pages.
What do you think?
Thanks, Professor. I'll take it from here. And so ends the greatest tale of courage and heroism ever told. The true story of Captain Quark's triumph over the
Bullshit.
nefarious supervillain known as Dr. Nefarious.
Aren't you gonna unlock Quark's secret costume? Here, I'll use the cheat codes. Let's see. Up, up, down, down, left, right, circle, square, square. Even a tutu.
Metropolis. That's where Nefarious is gonna strike first.
You
Are
think?
you sure? It makes perfect sense. Nefarious tried to destroy Metropolis years ago, but Quark stopped him. Nefarious swore he'd come back and finish the job someday. Now that he has a secret weapon, he's ready to make his move.
Set a course for Metropolis. Let's hope we're not too late.
Why were you and Al even there? honestly, why were they watching you play the game? I don't get it. Metropolis. Are we in the Superman universe?
Dr. Nefarious must be around here somewhere. Are you sure?
Think about it, Metropolis.
Maybe Al should take a look at your circuitry. How do you like my special creation, Clank? I call him Clank. Your dopey friend seems to be quite fond of him. Say, maybe they'll change your show to Secret Agent Clank.
Seriously?
Did you hear that, Lawrence?
You put the weird into it, sir.
Yes, I do, don't I?
He's like a happy little schoolboy.
Today, you will witness the dawning of a new era. For years, I plotted in secret, suffering endless disappointments. But soon, it will all be worthwhile.
Really?
You will never succeed. Ratchet will put an end to your madness.
The only ending in Ratchet's future is the end of his own life.
Well, yeah, that's the ending of all organic life,
And you
eventually.
will have a front row
Unless you're
seat.
immortal. God, I could not understand the desire for immortality. You know, hold on. And so when he awakens, he realizes that he has a status board that nobody else in the world has, and he doesn't understand why he has it. Well, obviously. I haven't leveled up. You passed level 2? Let me see. What else is it past? I'll come back to that later. Alright. Mini turrets. And while it does bring his abilities into a numerical value, and he can understand his strengths and weaknesses, and he's able to use... He's basically a video game character with a status board. That's all it is. Yeah? How? How did I not get hit through all of that? That was some pure goddamn luck, but I guess not anymore. Come on. You know, how many titanium bolts did I have? And while he does have a status board, it does come with some downsides to it. He has to do 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, 100 crunches, 100 pull-ups, 100 squats, and a 10-kilometer run every day. Alright, see this teleporter, if you come back at 3 in the morning on a certain day of the year, you can fix this easily. You can just go into your PlayStation 3 setting and change the time and date to whatever, 3 a.m. on whatever day, and then you can go in, and this will lead you to the Insomniac secret area. It's just a bonus area after you beat the game that you unlock. It's got stuff about the creators and all of that, so it's really cool. I don't remember exactly how to do that, so I will look that up and figure it out on my own. And if it's interesting, I'll show it to you guys. If not, I'm not going to worry about it. Anyways, if he refuses to do the training, yes, awesome. He gets punished and is physically teleported from wherever he is into a desert area with giant sandworm monsters. That he has no hope of defeating at his current level. Which makes sense, he's the weakest human being that's an awakener, obviously. I don't really understand what these are for. They seem kind of pointless and useless. But that's just my opinion. Did I get hit? Awesome.
It is time, Lawrence. Time to unveil the true future of this galaxy. The future I have chosen!
Sorry, did you say something, sir?
The activation device! Now! Behold the final chapter of this galaxy's destiny. The Age of Robots!
Why don't you just... Oh, God. Clank's like, what am I watching?
Oh, dear, that was your audition for Galactic Idol, wasn't it? My mistake, sir. Dreadful, sorry. By all means, sir. Carry on.
He's like, I don't trust you, Lawrence. Okay, how did Ratchet not get hit by that? Honestly, that makes no sense to me. He was... Oh, shit! Motherfucker! Just came out of fucking nowhere. Actually, this is gonna be fun. Fucker. Anyways. And so he starts training and actually leveling up and becoming stronger. Which is... Honestly, how cool is that? To be able to see yourself getting stronger, being able to look at your status boards, and be able to physically see yourself becoming stronger with a numerical value, that's pretty damn cool. If you ask me, I think that's a really cool thing, and I would like it. In all honesty, I think that would be pretty cool. Stay away! Stay away! And so it's just fun watching him slowly level up through hard work and training. And yes, I know he's got an unfair advantage compared to everybody else because he can literally see himself leveling up, which is unfair. Nobody else has that ability. But it's still really cool. And he's a good person. He doesn't use his newfound powers to bully the weak or anything like that. He's just trying to protect his family. And so I like the idea of giving people who will use power correctly for the right reasons power. And he's a good character. But in a way, he kind of is losing himself. Losing parts of his humanity because he's now become so powerful. I'm not saying he becomes cruel or anything, but he is losing parts of himself. Yeah, in a way. But his powers, he he gets these keys through loot boxes, I guess would be the best way to explain what it is. And they activate areas to new dungeons that only he's able to enter. God, that's so annoying. Please die, please die, please die. Don't kill me. Fuck. Be right back. Alright, I think I'm back. Sorry guys, it took a little bit longer than I was expecting. Anyways, he acquires keys through doing certain activities or through training, and he receives bonuses every time he finishes his training each day. And one of the keys opens up the ability to, how do I explain it? Job change. That's what it is. It's a job change. And in order to do it, you have to pass a certain amount of time in the dungeon. And I don't know if he planned for it or not. I highly doubt he did, because this is early on. But ah, God damn it. Come on. Did that absorb the ship?
Look, Clank, it's Dr. Nefarious and that butler guy. And they've got Clank. They're holding new prisoner. How about that? I guess I should be feeling pretty stupid right now. I don't suppose there's any chance he's the evil Clank. Yeah, didn't think so.
I've been laughing so hard today, my sides ache.
You're a robot.
It's Ratchet. You've proven to be a far more worthy adversary than that imbecile Quark. Alas, I have a galaxy to conquer, so our game must end here. It's a shame you won't live long enough to see the rest of your kind exterminated.
How do you have breathing problems as a robot? Logistically, how does that work? Oh well. Anyways, while in the dungeon, you have to spend a certain amount of time, and the longer you spend there, the better the job you'll get. And I don't think he planned this out. In fact, I'm pretty sure he didn't, because he would have to be a fucking genius to have planned it out like this. But it just so coincidentally that he forgot to do his training that day. And so he has to spend, I don't know, 4 hours in his punishment area, I guess, is how you explain it. And my question at the time was, does being trapped in that area add to the time that he has to endure to spend more time to get a better job? And at the bottom of the chapter, that manga is just like,
This is all
I
my
did not
fault.
think about it, but that's a good one.
Nefarious did this, and he is gonna pay for it. From
I think it was
Metropolis
chapter, like,
to
25 in the manga.
You and I are gonna make sure of that. Come on, let's get off this planet before we end up dead. Or worse.
Honestly, what would be worse? Clank is already a robot. Him turning human and you turning into a robot? That's the only way it could get worse for either of you. And so apparently it did add time to his time in the
I can't believe it. That
change,
just turned the whole
job
city into
change.
robots, even the Tyrannoids. You've got to stop Nefarious before he can use it again.
Believe me, I plan to. Anyways, when everything is over and done with, he ends up getting a job called Shadow Monarch? The Monarch is displeased. If you know anything about Adventure Time, not Adventure Time, Adventure Brothers, the Monarch is the main villain in that. And it is a superior version to a Necromancer. Instead of using dead bodies to fight, he uses dead bodies and creates them as shadows. And uses them as his soldiers. And so, let's be honest, I wouldn't be opposed to having the ability of a Shadow Monarch myself.
Just hours ago, bio-obliterators devastated Metropolis. The devices have since disappeared, and their current location is unknown. Galactic citizens are in a state of hysteria, reacting to news that Dr. Nefarious is planning identical attacks across the galaxy. We're live from planet Arcadia with the Galactic President. Mr. President, how will the attack on Metropolis affect your chances for re-election this fall?
I'm glad you asked, Darla. Our demographic research indicates that robots will make up 100% of the galactic population by this time next week. Of course, that's great news for my re-election campaign because, as you know, I'm half robot myself.
God, really? Anything.
Everyone's acting like Nefarious
Politicians
is
will do
already
anything to get reelected.
If we don't find those bio-obliterators soon, we're all gonna be robots. Yeah, not that there's anything wrong with that.
Wait a second. Before the Star Cruiser blew up, didn't Quark say he was trying to find something?
Yeah. It's a long shot, but I guess it's worth a try. The cruiser went down on planet Zeldin. We'll go check out the crash site. Maybe we can find what Quark was looking for.
Okay, whatever. So, yeah, he's got the abilities of a Shadow Monarch, and he can use shadows as his weapons, or as his soldiers, and it's really cool. I am underplaying everything that's going on. If you get a chance, look up Solo Leveling Manganello. That's the site I use, and it's a good one. And I'm looking forward to the next chapter. I really am. But yeah, that's about it for today, guys. I'll see you tomorrow for more Ratchet and Clank, and I will be talking about a different manga. Alright, guys. Please hit that like button, smash that subscribe, crush that bell. Thanks. See you tomorrow.